Hi Capricorn, how's everybody doing? When I was meditating on the energy, I was getting a very similar message to what came through in the Aquarius reading, and you did come through heavily in the Aquarian reading. So if you have significant Aquarius placements or you just feel interested, you're definitely welcome to check it out. The themes that I'm seeing cross over are themes of like you may be feeling stuck, you may be feeling in a standstill, feeling like foggy or unclear about something, unsure, maybe mixed feelings, and it's about sorting your way through that, but mostly by sitting and sticking and not taking action and waiting for something to kind of blow through, rather than being in a situation where you feel like you kind of have a blindfold on and it's going to be very hard to accomplish what it is that you're trying to accomplish. It's like if you just wait to take action for a set amount of time, the blindfold is going to be taken off and then you can do what you need to do. But it seems like for a moment you are being guided to just like pause and take a break, take a breath. Before we get into the reading, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing there be a very strong connection with you and somebody from your past here, in a way where things start to click, things start to make a lot of sense for you. For some of you, this can also be connecting with your family. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, we're starting off with the Queen of Cups. So there's an emphasis here on you holding space for what's going on for you emotionally, what's happening, also what's going on with other people too. This may be a time where you're checking in with somebody and being like, how do you feel about that? What's going on? And most importantly, checking in with yourself. It seems like you could have put yourself out there and maybe felt quite vulnerable. Remember, energies can be reversed. This can be someone that was on the receiving end of this. Somebody definitely is feeling like quite hurt, and I'm not seeing things be potentially resolved between you and this person. It's like because the inner conflict is still there, I think that the external conflict is there, even if it's not being discussed, even if it's not being spoken about. It's like both of you guys are still feeling that, is what I'm getting. As I said before, it seems like somebody like got really vulnerable or put themselves out there and then felt like it's like the one thing that you hope not to happen when you do that ends up happening. I'm seeing it be something like that. And two, for some of you as well, you may have maybe dealt with this in an unconventional way. Ace of Pentacles speaks about, like, I'm seeing it in this situation be like restart, reconnect. What I was hearing when this came out was Band-Aid. So it's like something is still, it's like you have an infection and it needs to be taken care of, but rather than doing what needs to be done and clearing it out, cleaning it out, it's like you just slap a Band-Aid on top and it's like it's still manifesting underneath there. So whatever was going on, it's like something was just like not properly processed through or taken care of prior to this even taking place. It's a moment where there's still heaviness within the heart chakra and there's energy that is not cleared out. And so how do you have a new beginning or a new start with someone that still is very much sitting in this place emotionally? Because at least on one person's end, possibly on both people's and on both ends. There's like unresolved pain, unresolved trauma, whatever this is, unresolved energy. There are blockages within the heart chakra, simply put. And so trying to have a new beginning where it's like, let's wipe the slate clean without addressing an issue that's like underlying and already there, it's not going to lead to like a new beginning where things really do feel like a fresh start. You may have really had hope for something, though. I do get the sense of there being possibly an apology. But I'm seeing someone look very, very down in the dumps here. Feeling really disappointed because like what played out was not in alignment with the expectations. It's like you were going up the roller coaster with this person and getting to the top of it, and like right before you were about to drop, it's like you actually just started going backwards and then you're like at the beginning again. So it was like very anticlimactic what happened. This may not be the first time that something like this happened. It seems like I'm hearing beat up. It seems like something was happening within a cycle. Definitely not the first time. Okay. However, the way that you're responding this time may be different than how you have in the past. There's like some type of change with what's going on emotionally for you and how you're responding to this situation that is not like how you had been before. Seeing there be an emphasis on the Scorpio energy. A lot of water here. I'm seeing both the Queen and the King of Cups. I'm also seeing the King of Pentacles. Aquarius just flipped out, but it didn't come all the way out, so I'm putting it back. For some of you, I get the feeling strongly that like cross watchers are going to identify with what this is that's going on, resonate with it. Because to start off with like all the heavy water, or you could have like a heavy water chart, water dominant chart. So what I'm seeing here is that I'm seeing someone where when they went through certain experiences, when they put themselves out there and like were vulnerable to getting hurt and like actually did get hurt, it's like the way, let's say this is you and reverse it if that fits for you. The way that you handled pain and heartbreak in the past is like you may have gotten like very stuck and fixated on it and just like maybe had a very, very hard time processing through, even to the point of like going through a lot of, it's like a lot of energy was put into that process. It's like getting to that point of acceptance. It was like an extremely drawn out thing. And now I'm seeing there be a change. And for some of you, this is because of something now that you are responsible for within your life that you were not responsible for before. And that changes how you handle a situation emotionally, and how you don't, it's like you don't just think with your heart without boundaries. It's like you're thinking with your head and your heart and like your higher self and your all of your chakras aligned and all of that. Now it's like the way that you handle this is so different. And it seems like it's directly connected and tied in with like some new chapter or new responsibility, something that has entered your life or that you have gone towards, that you're connected with now, that like grounds you, it seems, in some sort of way. It's like I'm getting responsible parent vibes here. Something that you're responsible for, and it changes you. It changed you. It changes you. But I'm seeing it be complementary to how you handle things on the emotional front. It looks to me like you have some sort of responsibility in the 3D, and that also is assisting you like in the astral realm too, in the emotional realm. New hobby, new job, new practice, new interest, new person in your life, new energy in your life. There's something now that you're connected with, that you're responsible for, and it looks very much like you're in charge of it. What it seems like to me is that you acquired this change and became responsible for whatever this thing is because of like even a past experience. It was like something that helped you even process through another thing. You even feel in a way like this connected you with a soul path or soul purpose for you, or like somebody or something very important came into your life, something of significance. Something even feels like, oh, this was meant to be within this moment, like everything that led up to this. And it's interesting because it's like all of these things that were happening, like within the astral realm, like on an energetic emotional realm for you, and now it has like manifested something like physically within your life that had like descended from this stuff that was happening. And there's this transition from like water to earth energy here. I'm seeing you planning the next steps of whatever this is that you're doing. It seems like you've committed to like a direction or a thing that you're doing, and now you're going to be taking the next step. Something is further developing. There's potential for you to collaborate with someone, but before you make this choice, you may think about it for a while first and kind of check in with yourself. It's like you may get invited to participate in something, or like somebody wants to work with you. Or you like even have feelings about this. It's like maybe even planning how much you're meant to interact or even respond to someone, if you're even meant to. It seems like before you before you enter into a space where you're taking action, you are going to think about it or reflect on it for guidance, for bearing is what I'm hearing. And here Aquarius comes out. I heard a name that starts with N. So what are you moving away from now? I'm looking at Scorpio and Aquarius here. Wow. So whoever it was that you were working with before, whether this be like an interpersonal relationship or a company, whatever it was that you were doing, it was definitely something that was affecting you on the emotional front. And what it looks like to me now is that there may be a new thing or a new person that is coming through that you potentially are going to be working with. It seems like this person is significant to your healing process and even helping you get clarity when it comes to like your goals, your vision, like even philosophies, personal mantras, stuff like that. It's like this person is here as a guide or to recenter you in some way. I'm hearing formed way. I'm also hearing newfound fashion. Like maybe in a new fashion. You'd know because you feel intuitively connected with this person. It's like something that you wouldn't even question. It's something that kind of just pops up and you feel connected with it. Very interesting how cyclical everything is, because it seems like from like pain and disappointment and like maybe having a hard time like getting into the present moment and facing forward, it's like from all of that congestion that was going on, it's like this new inspiration or this new direction like appears from it, and it's something like very, very brilliant with the star card here. It's like something or someone that you feel very inspired by, or like a direction that you want to go in, or like a project that you want to work on, or somebody that you want to work with. And it's like somebody that stands somebody that stands out to you, or something that stands out to you in a significant way, and you feel like it's in alignment. I'm seeing this can be like a wide range of things. It's like a project, a relationship, a directional choice. It looks too like this is moving you towards stability, even a long-term commitment. For those of you that this is connected with a relationship, like that's the subject matter. There's something about like the direction that you're moving in when you connect with this thing, whatever this is. It's going in the direction of the Four of Wands, which is like stability, power, harmony, feeling like all of that chaos and all of that like fighting and battling that you've been going through, and like everything that you did to get to this point, it's like you now find that like harmony and commitment and something that you feel like is lasting for you. And I'm seeing the Lovers next to it here, and this can be like a business partnership, it can be a romantic relationship, it can be a friendship. But there's like something that comes into your life that you feel very connected with, that you're like, we're going to be in each other's lives for a long time. Again, whether this be like a person, a project, whatever it is, it's something that's coming through that's going to be sticking around for you. Going back and forth and waiting. I'm seeing Capricorn here. The guides were like, you're not ending the reading yet without this popping out. I'm hearing noisy. I'm also hearing lesson. What the guides are saying is that this lesson, and I'm seeing this be a metaphor, it's like it was a lesson that you learned not to like touch the flame of the fire, not to touch the hot stove, so to speak. With the devil and the world and the Page of Swords, it's like getting involved in something that you like already have the warning signs and like acknowledge that you're not meant to get involved with. It's like even out of curiosity, and maybe you thought that you wouldn't get like sucked into something and then you ended up getting sucked into it. This is a big matter of restraint here. And there's a focus on things being solid and grounded for you. I'm seeing you even move through something, and it's like after you already like walked into the next cycle and cleared that other one out, it's like something about you being like ahead of yourself and like watching yourself like end the cycle. It's like it's something very trippy that's going on here. Something about you even like having foresight or foreseeing something before it happens. Maybe you even get like a very clear trajectory of what's going on. And it feels like in a way it's mixed with a deja vu moment. Like maybe this is even history on repeat in some sort of way. Seems like it's also, I'm hearing talent, scout, talent, skill. It seems like this is also about checking like what you're tapping into and where you're getting your information from, and like even the energy of the people that you're around as well. And being mindful of that. I'm hearing gracious and grasping the concept. It's like just because you can like there's a label slapped on it saying that you can consume it doesn't mean that like it's actually going to be something beneficial or even like okay for you specifically, you know? And not just in like a physical eating sense, I mean energetically. Because it's like maybe you were given a whole like buffet in a way, and it's like rather than discriminating between like what intuitively you feel is right for you to be ingesting, it's like there's no discrimination and it's just like eating everything. So there's something important here. I'm seeing this be like in an energetic sense, but it can also be literal too as well. Many different planes that this can land on. I'm looking at Gemini, Capricorn, Saturn. Yeah, this is about discipline and you coming out on the other side of this. It feels very much like a purification process that's been taking place. It's even you, like, showing yourself how, like, now masterful you are with something. I'm seeing Aries, Pluto, and Leo together here. I'm hearing calculating, maybe something important within your chart. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.